curtain was raised a little bit when she was talking to Sean Plunkett this week. I don't know if you've heard the interview or not, but I want to play you 30 seconds of it, right? And this is the conversation, part of the conversation between Sean Plunkett and Chantelle Baker, and this is what she said. And I'll explain to you why I think the curtain's been lifted after I play this little clip. So just 30 seconds of what she was talking to him about.
I never said to any media to get out. I was very clear. I actually went up to media on multiple occasions and asked them if they would like a hand interviewing people, if I can help them interview people that are balanced, that would be happy to talk with them to actually protect them. So I went up to media on multiple occasions because I wanted to make sure that they were actually safe once they were inside there. And even on the last day, I actually helped media away from the fires and helped ladies from stuff down off the benches that they were on. So I think that's a bad character assassination. That's completely false.
So the reason I feel like that's the curtain being lifted a little bit is, why would Chantelle have to make sure the journalists are safe in the village if there wasn't an element of anger or violence towards them? In her own words, she just said
the quiet thing out loud.
Yeah, she said, I wanted to make sure they were safe. You've been to Afghanistan, to all these other places, and not needed that necessarily. But Chantelle is saying actively, if they come into the village, they may not be safe. So I offered to make sure they were safe. To me, journalists aren't worried about, scary words. The thing you're worried about to be kept safe from is violence, danger, aggression, that kind of stuff. And it just kind of spoke to me that maybe, and I'm not saying anything about Chantelle at all. I'm just saying that I think was a good example of, like you say, when the quiet thing is said outside, and that maybe a lot of what we hear from a lot of the people that say peace and love was all that was there. Actually, they knew as well there was at least an element of violence and danger within that village, because why else would journalists need to be safe with a guide?
Precisely. And the corollary also to what Chantelle Baker, I haven't heard that until right now. And what's the word? I mean, it's predictable that she would say that, but it's also provably wrong. So say it, but, and keep on saying it, but it's not true. I mean, she may feel that she has done these, gallant acts of inviting journalists in and protecting them. But you've seen in our documentary, which was in her live stream, which was watched by hundreds of thousands of people, when she singles us out, she points to us. There's mainstream media. This is your fault. Your propaganda caused this, is what she said to us, to her hundreds of thousands of followers. So she may well now be saying, in terms of trying to scrub the record, that she's been a kind and welcoming person. But what she does to her followers is incite hatred towards us.
It is that exact, and I'm not going to make parallels to people in decades gone past, but once you dehumanize someone, you then give the people the right to do whatever you want to them. And if journalists are being dehumanized and being told that these people are scum and evil, I wrote down some of the quotes from various people in the documentary, and I'll just read some of these out. Some of the quotes from the doco, these are either about journalists or about politicians. That there's no legal outcome to your culpability, that we're taking these mofos out, we're coming for you, going to jail soon, we're going to construct the gallows. Beheadings were mentioned, executions were mentioned, media needs burning. They're all easier to throw it. I don't swear, sorry, Paula. So I couldn't say that.
That's my job. I do that.
That's his job. The man down. That's why he's downstairs.
It's still ringing in my ears.
But once you dehumanize someone, it's very. I mean, like if you're it's easy to stand on a cockroach. You know what I mean?
I'm really pleased that you use that term, Pat, the dehumanizing, because I saw somebody comment that Chantelle Baker, since that's who we're talking about, had humanized the protesters. And again, can we please not get into this sort of us and them thing. Not that you are, but that's what they've sought to do since. That she's humanizing the protesters, and somebody generously pointed out that she dehumanized the reporters and camera people and media in the process of doing that. And how I know that that's, not just a message that falls on deaf ears, is I saw it turn up on my Facebook feed, my personal Facebook feed, by some of my Facebook friends posting her live feed from the protest that I was at, that my Facebook friends didn't know that I was at, saying, "You media are scum." So I utterly reject her assertion that she's been kind towards journalists. She's dangerous towards journalists.